In the brutal chaos of the Winter War, where the vast Soviet Red Army clashed with the vastly outnumbered Finns. One name echoed through the snow-dusted forests, a name that struck fear into the hearts of invaders, Simo He. But today, we're not just talking about the legendary White Death. We're talking about the fierce, unbreakable spirit of the women who stood alongside him, epitomized by a farmer's daughter who became a battlefield legend in her own right, Fanny Lukanin. In December 1939, the Soviet Union launched a massive invasion, expecting a quick victory. On the Karelian Isthmus, the sheer weight of their numbers was overwhelming. They targeted the flanks, the weakest points in any defensive line, aiming to encircle and crush the Finnish defenders. But they hadn't counted on the Finnish concept of sisu, a unique blend of courage, resilience, and stubborn determination. And they certainly hadn't counted on the Lottasvard. The Lottasvard was a voluntary auxiliary organization for women. They weren't officially combatants, but they were the backbone of the war effort, serving as nurses, air raid spotters, signal operators, and suppliers. Fanny Lukanin was their leader, a woman of quiet strength and unshakable resolve. The soldiers are exhausted, running low on ammunition, and their morale is plummeting. A runner gets through, gasping that the supply line has been cut off by enemy fire. It seems hopeless. The flank will collapse, and the entire front will follow. This was the moment the Soviets were waiting for. But then, something incredible happened. Through the blizzard and the constant threat of shell fire, figures emerged. Not soldiers, but women. Latas, led by the spirit and organization of Fanny Lukanin, had refused to accept defeat. They had loaded up sleighs with ammunition, medical supplies, and food, and were now dragging them by hand through treacherous, snow-filled terrain, directly into the heart of the fighting. They were the supply line. The sight of these women pushing through where even hardened soldiers hesitated was electrifying. It was a jolt of pure courage that surged through the Finnish defenders. They saw the Lutters risking everything, pushing back against the impossible odds, and they found a new strength. The flank was being pushed, but these women were pushing back harder, not with guns, but with sheer will and life-sustaining supplies. Inspired, the Finnish soldiers rallied. With fresh ammunition and renewed spirits, they held the line. They fought back with such ferocity that the Soviet advance stalled, then broke. The flank did not fall. The encirclement failed. It was a small victory in a massive war, but it was a victory born from the indomitable spirit of people like Fanny Lukanin and her Latas. Fanny Lukanin's story, and that of the Lottasvard, is a powerful reminder that wars aren't just won by soldiers on the front. They are won by the collective strength of a nation, by the quiet heroes who refuse to let the line break. She never fired a shot in anger, but her leadership and the bravery of her organization helped save countless lives and held a nation together. They pushed the flank, but she and the women she led pushed back harder, proving that true strength isn't always measured in firepower. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story of hidden heroism as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of courage from history. See you next time.